Last year, I believe, was the hardest year of my life. I experienced the most frightening and scariest days ever. These moments made me realize that life is too short to waste. Last summer, I was on Galveston Beach having a picnic with the people from my church. My friend and I decided to go into the water and play with two annoying children who kept begging us to play with them. They were having fun. I remember they were smiling and going under the waves. We started going deeper, and the current was taking us farther from shore. I did not realize it until my feet were not touching the ground anymore. I freaked out. My heart was pounding so fast. I screamed, "Let's go back!" But we could not because the wind was making the waves move faster. The children started crying and screaming, we're drowning, I can't touch the ground." Their feet were kicking as fast as they could, and we were holding out one to another, but we could not swim back to the beach. I had only seen this in movies. I never imagined it would happen to me. I looked at heaven and prayed to God not to take me yet. I had a reflection of my life in the blink of an eye. Everything was happening so fast. I thought about saving myself. I could have let go of the other three and swim back, but I could not bring myself to be so selfish. The children scared me the most. I knew in a flash I could never live with their deaths on my conscience. We all looked to heaven and cried out, "God help us! God help us!" It was a miracle. A man suddenly appeared in the water nearby. He saw us and he smiled, thinking we were playing at first, but after he realized we were serious, he began to come closer. He reached out and pulled my friend, who held on to the children, and I pushed them from the back. The expression on the children's faces was in complete shock. I asked God to forgive me for calling them children annoying. My parents were crying, and they hugged me like never before. I did not know what to say. I felt like it was a dream, but it was not. It happened for real. I stayed in my house for about a week in shock. I was reminded of the moment that I first saw my father after his stroke. It was the scariest day of my life, because I could not imagine my life without my father. I saw him laying on the bed in my house. His body was paralyzed. He could barely speak. I felt like I was losing him. I prayed to God and said, "Please let me keep him longer. He's everything to me." I am so happy God did. My life has taken a different route since then. I was so close to dying and losing my father last year. This has pushed me to be a better person and a better daughter. I'm thankful that God gave me a second chance to change my past for a better future. However, I am not going to waste a minute. I always say, don't wait until something bad happens. Do it now. I appreciate my life more now and everything that's in it. I value my family more and obey my parents. I got a job and went back to school after being so rebellious. It feels good to know I changed for better. I believe life is too short to waste.